daily experience again. Still in the youth camp story. Um, Not a youth camp, it's a worship camp. Um, I I had some great time with Jesus. Waking up, I try to wake up earlier to have some time with Jesus, but usually I'm half asleep. Especially in camps when I'm totally exhausted. So I don't know how, but I developed this ability to be half asleep and and half awake to talk with Jesus. And I don't know how to do it. I don't know there are five steps to achieve that. I'm not even sure that anyone else should do the same. But I think I have fallen asleep so many times when I was trying to spend time with Jesus that I somehow developed this skill that a part of my brain is awake to talk with Jesus. And I can't do this the whole night long, but I can do it when I wake up and I'm very tired. Yeah. So I was talking with him and I was just resting in peace and I just knew that he was there and it was great. And during the day, I was really looking for a time I can devote exclusively to him. And because I knew I would teach on a seminar later in the afternoon. So I went on a walk with Jesus. I really love walking down the streets, having music in my ears, and just worshiping inside. Sometimes I feel Jesus is holding my hand, and we are walking down the streets together. And sometimes he stops me to give me a kiss or just hug me. So I love having walks with Jesus. And as I was walking, I saw a gypsy woman um, sitting on a porch, and I felt like the Holy Spirit told me you should pray for this woman, and I was like, okay, but she's on her own property. Like it's so weird to call her out for prayer. But at the end, I've done it. I asked her whether I can pray for her, and she has been to church sometimes in her life, so she knew what it was about. And I prayed for her and the Holy Spirit to touch her, and she was like, okay, what happened to me? I felt like cold and fresh and then warm, and what was that? And I told her that the Holy Spirit can give these small signs of his presence. And then her daughter showed up. She was even more open to the Holy Spirit. I prayed for her, and she said she felt this warmth and surrounding her, and she felt so light after it. And I didn't have to ask her too much because she was so open about what she experienced. And then we started to talk about speaking in tongues and that this is a prayer language and they can get it and things like that. And then the mother went back to the house because the younger sister has woken up. And the little girl asked me, "Can I get this tongue thing?" And I told her sure. And I prayed for her, and she was shy, but later she tried and she spoke some words in tongues, and told her she should keep practicing it. So it was great. And then her brother showed up, and I prayed for him as well, and I really felt like uh, praying for some deliverance and breaking some curses. I don't usually do that, but I really felt like doing that. And it happened. Like, it was obvious that he was getting delivered. There was a little bit of sign of it in his body. And after that, he told me that I felt like there was a huge ache in my back, and then it just suddenly left. So yeah, it was great. We asked the Holy Spirit to fill him, and then the younger sister came out. Um, she told me she had sore throat, like she could hardly speak, and she said, and I didn't ask her whether she had anything to pray for. She asked me whether I can pray for that. And I prayed for her, and then she felt completely okay, and she said she felt so relieved after the prayer. I really felt like speaking to some burdens to leave her, and I think that happened. And then a really young guy came out of the house, so there were a lot of kids there, and he was the most open. He asked me several times to pray for him, but I don't remember what happened to the little guy. Uh, yeah, I really felt like he was so under the influence of the spirit, like he could barely open his eyes. It was great to see that. He was very young, like 4 years old or something like that. Uh, and the older brother had some experiences with the demonic, and we were talking about stories, how we experience the spirit realm, and he told me that he often hears voices and bad stuff, and the voices to do something wrong, and I told him that the same way he can hear from God, and we prayed about it. Um, yeah, so in front of their house, I got to pray for most of the family, and it was great. After that, I didn't have that much time left to spend time with Jesus, but still, it was amazing to pray for these people and see the Holy Spirit move. Um, yeah, I think that was the story of the day. God bless you guys.